Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Leisure Cooking at Home with Barry. I'm Barry, and today we are doing the first in a series of videos for our cookout series. We're doing this video first because we want to start with appetizers. So in this video, we're going to be doing shish kebabs. We're going to show you how you can start your shish kebabs with bell pepper, onion, mushrooms, and also we'll have chicken, beef, shrimp, even some sausage in there, but you can choose whatever ingredients you want to use. I just want to give you a basic baseline of how I do my shish kebabs. Grill them on the grill, and they're perfect for appetizers as we're getting ready for the grilling of the meats and other items of our cookout. So get ready to get started because we're going to do that right now.
Thanks so much for returning to my channel, and if it's your first time, welcome, and we hope you'll be back for more videos in the future. As always, we want you to subscribe, like the channel, and give us a thumbs up to let us know you appreciate the content. Also, please feel free to comment, let us know where you're commenting from, or just simply ask a question. I'll be sure to get back to those. And always share with your family and friends. All right, here are the ingredients we need to get started. Alright, I started out with an 8-ounce pack of mushrooms and I left those whole. I also used green bell pepper, but you can also use green, yellow, and red bell pepper to add color variety to your kebabs. I also used 1 medium to large onion that I cut into quarters. I used about a pound of chicken breast, and as far as your beef is concerned, you can use your favorite cut, but I just used a simple chuck roast for my kebabs. I also used large to jumbo size shrimp. You see them sized as 21 to 25 shrimp per pound. And I peeled and deveined those shrimp. I also have a video to show you how to peel and devein your shrimp, but you can also buy them already peeled and deveined as well. And lastly, I used pork sausage that I cut into about 1/2-inch slices. But you don't have to use pork sausage. You can use beef or turkey, or no sausage at all. It's totally up to you. So here are some short views of how I cut and portion my ingredients. As I mentioned before, for my sausage, I cut those in about 1/2-inch slices. For my beef, I cut those into cubes about 1/2 inch as well. Chicken is going to be cut a little differently, but usually about 1 inch, 1/2 inch as well. For my shrimp, I left those whole. My bell pepper, I cut those into about 1/2-inch quarters, and I left my mushrooms whole, and my onions were cut into quarters as well. Now we're ready to start seasoning and marinating our meats and seafood. I usually start with a little chicken bouillon, and I always use powder or granular bouillon so that it allows me to control the amount of seasoning I'm using. I use that for my beef as well as my chicken, and I also use some on my shrimp. Next, I used soy sauce, sometimes referred to as shoyu. I added a little bit of that to my beef and to my chicken, as well as my shrimp. And here's a tip I picked up during my time preparing Asian recipes in the past, and that's the use of baking soda. I used about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda only in the beef and chicken. I didn't use it in the shrimp. Because it only takes a short time for the kebabs to cook, the baking soda acts as a meat tenderizer so that in the short amount of time you're cooking, your meat doesn't turn out tough or rubbery, but tenderized. Finally, I used my very own B's signature seasonings and barbecue rubs, smoked applewood flavor, to add a little extra kick of flavor to the meats that I'll be using on my shish kebabs. Now we're ready to start mixing all of our ingredients together. I start out with my beef, and all you want to do is just gently massage those ingredients into the meats. You'll notice that I washed my hands in between because I don't want any cross-contamination between the different types of meat. After I did the beef and chicken, I moved over to the shrimp. Now we're ready to go. Now for the skewing process, I used bamboo skewers. They were 9 3/4 inches in length. You can use any type of metal or in any size that you want to use. But these work for me because they're disposable and I don't have to worry about washing or cleaning them later. So when I'm skewing my kebabs, I usually start with one of the pieces of vegetables. In this case, a piece of the bell pepper. You just want to center that as best you can. Skew it down to the bottom. In my situation, I alternated vegetables and meat. You can see I'm using the different types of vegetables, the different types of meat, and there's no one way you can do these. Each one of my kebabs was probably skewed a little differently, but I kept that same vegetable meat configuration. And there you have it. This is a final look at the kebabs after I finished them all. Like I said before, you can see there's no particular type of meat I used in one place, but I did try to keep the vegetable meat configuration. Now we're ready for the grill. All right, as you can see at the bottom of my grill, I just have a simple bed of coals. The temperature of the grill is about 250 degrees. I didn't want it too hot because I didn't want the kebabs to cook too quickly. And all I did was just simply load those onto the grill grate until all of the kebabs were on the grill. All right, let's go and check and see how our kebabs are doing. For me, it was about 15 minutes or so, give or take, again, at a temperature of about 250 degrees. If your temperature is a little higher, you may want to check a little sooner, and vice versa. So once I went to check on the kebabs, I just wanted to make sure I turned them over to try to make sure there's even cooking on both sides of the kebabs. And that, of course, is a very simple process. You definitely want to use tongs. You don't want to grab the skewers by hand at this point because they're much hotter than they were when you first placed them on the grill. Everything looks like it's cooking pretty well. All right, we'll give these a few more minutes, then we'll take them off to check out the final product. All right, let's start removing our kebabs from the grill. You can see that we have a nice golden color to the meats. You may notice some shrinkage on the vegetables. That's perfectly normal. But you may also notice that because of that shrinkage, some of the vegetables may be twisting, spinning around a little bit, but that's okay. That's normal in the grilling process.
All right, friends, that's all there really is to making those kebabs. It's actually a lot easier than it looks. The only time consuming part is actually putting them together. But once you get them all together, just grilling them and just making sure they're cooked all the way through is all you need. So we have some of them here. I always want to do that taste test with you. The kebabs are all cooked. We have the sausage, the onion, the shrimp, the bell pepper, more sausage, mushrooms, chicken, the whole nine on this kebab. So let's give her a try. Really good flavor. So you can taste all of the seasonings that we seasoned all the meat with, adding the sausage, and then the smoke flavor from the charcoal. Of course, you can use the gas grill as well. All those flavors are infused in our shish kebab, and they will really turn out to be great appetizers for you and your guests whenever you do a cookout or just having some guests over for the evening. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure that you click the little bell so that you'll know when new videos are uploaded, because I will be uploading other videos in this cookout series. So thanks again for joining us, friends, on Leisure Cooking at Home with Barry, and we'll see you next time.